Hey guys, Justin with Ready Business Systems, and today I'm going to go over the Message Center. The Message Center can be found under CRM, Message Center, in the new Service Autopilot layout. Basically, it's very powerful. Once we started using the text message features within Service Autopilot, we didn't stop using email, but we're using text message much more often. People are much more likely to respond to text messages than they are to emails. Just easier, more convenient, especially make it simple. Reply yes for this, no for this. People could do it on the fly. Much more convenient, and the more convenient you make it for them to communicate, the more they're going to communicate. So as you can see, this is the list of clients here. On the right over here, I've kind of cut it off intentionally, so I'm not disclosing personal information, but it says that the credit card expiration date, the account balance, it has the address down here, and it shows the services they have upcoming and the ones that were recently completed for each client you click on, which is just convenient. But as you can see, these are automated. I'll go through the ones that are automated versus the ones we sent, but it sparks communication. By setting up these automations, the people are going to respond to them, which then in turn your office staff has to respond to that. So right here, once we send a proposal, it says your proposal has been emailed. Please check your inbox. It texts them again, following up, as you can see, 2 days later. We're waiting for you to approve your estimate. Please accept to schedule services. This is letting them know that we still haven't that they still haven't responded, so the system, the automation, keeps texting them. And then there's a to-do in here for her to call to follow up with the client to see if they want to book the work. So right here, after she's supposed to call, there's 4 days. After 2 days, she's supposed to call instead of texting. There may be emails in here as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. But after 2 days, she's supposed to call. It says, we're just following up on my call. Have you made a decision? And then finally he responds. So he's been getting these text messages, and he doesn't know that these are all automated. And he says, sorry, I haven't had a chance to discuss. We'll get back to you over the weekend. There's also a new automation in here that's just set up that they have the option at the end of this follow-up process, follow up with me in 10 days, 30 days, or next spring. So they can quickly click those links, and it will stop harassing them per se, and it will follow up with them next season, or as long as they want to have us stop contacting them for. Another example, when an estimate request comes in. So this guy, he obviously requests an estimate. As soon as a lead is entered, it says, thank you for your estimate request. We've processed your request. I'll be in touch with you in the next 5 days. It reminds them 2 days later, thanks for waiting. You'll have your estimate in 3 days. So it's letting them know, keeping us at the top of their thoughts. And meanwhile, there's a to-do in here that was assigned to the manager to write up an estimate that was due in 5 days after they were entered. So, it tells him, hey, we told you to get an estimate in 5 days, and you need to get back to them within 5 days. To remind them we'll get back to him in 3 days. And then he obviously still hasn't written this proposal as of today, so it texts him again and says, we're busy, we'll have your estimate by tomorrow. So we set the expectation we have in 5 days, and we stick to the expectation and keep following up based on that. Let's see. Here's another follow-up, so there's some phone calls within here as well. Your proposal's been emailed. Here's another lead that came in the system. Another lead. These ones are interesting. I disclosed information here. But the cleanup was scheduled at your property. It tells them when it was scheduled and when it was rescheduled. So this is a dispatch text message. So basically, when we dispatch their job in the dispatch board, they get a text message letting them know that the job was dispatched. This solves a lot of problems with clients who didn't want the work done, especially since we're on auto-renewing schedules. They sign an automatically renewing agreement on the proposal we had them sign, but they may not remember. So if there's any reason they don't want it done, they'll get this text message a couple days before, and they have a chance to say, oh, we don't want this work done. So that's basically the majority of the text messages in here. So obviously you can text back and forth with the clients as well. There's also, past due. There's a whole bunch of functions that work this way in terms of, your balance is past due, all sorts of automations that utilize this text message feature. And also on our welcome email in the spring, we send our customers, we let them know, hey, we have a new number to text message. We also have it on our website, so they can very, very easily get in touch with us. So that's the Message Center functionality. The text messaging, they do have plans. Two-way texting, it's under my account. Account and billing. So two-way texting right here, $15 a month. I mean, it's an absolute no-brainer, totally worth it. So I would highly recommend adding the two-way texting functionality to your account if you don't already use it, and integrating it with automations. You just have to be very careful because you can get charged with spamming, so you're not supposed to use it for large blasts. Like you can't text message 5,000 people at the same time, or your number will get blocked. And I was told someone got a $20,000 fine. So it has to be used very selectively for like one-time texts, as in you dispatch a job for the day, an estimate request. You can't just send out mass marketing to your entire database via text message. That's illegal, and you can get flagged and fined and have your number blocked, which would be very inconvenient, and so would a $20,000 fine. So anyway, just be careful with the text messaging functionality. Very powerful, but with that power, you need to be very responsible. So I'll catch you guys next time. Check out the website, readybusinesssystems.com.